Let me ask you a question. What color is Jesus Christ?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just guess.
They said it is white.
Yes.
That's something I have no idea.
You have no idea. How can you have a country full of dark-skinned kings and you got a white man that say he's gonna save you? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, brother? Is a white man gonna save you? See what I'm saying? Nobody want to answer that question. Why? Christ is a black man. Christ is a black man. It's okay to say it, bro. You ought to feel good about that. Y'all know y'all nationality according to the Bible? You don't know who you are? What are you? You African? What are you? You don't know? You don't know?
I don't read the Bible often, so.
I'm saying, what do you call yourself? What do you describe to your nationality? What do you say? Jamaican? All right, let's see. Go to Deuteronomy. No, yeah, Isaiah 1. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
Think about this, bro. It say an ox. This is God comparing us right now. This is us right now. It say an ox. You know what an ox is, right? An ox is a dumb animal, but it knows who its owner is. Read.
And the ass is master's grip.
A donkey, you can leave a donkey far away from home. It's gonna know how to get back. It's gonna know how to get back home, right? It's gonna know. Read.
But Israel does not know.
These people right here on this sign, it said y'all don't know who y'all are. You don't know. That's why we call ourselves African or Jamaican, because we don't know that, hey, we're from the 12 tribes of Israel. We don't know that Christ is black. Say what? Where's what? You right here. Look, you from the mighty tribe of Benjamin.
Yeah, which country?
Where is Israel? Give me that. Israel, you don't know where Israel at? Israel is in Africa. Well, we're going to read it right quick. You know what I want? Yes. Huh? I got you. North Africa. But they cut it and said what? It's the Middle East. That's to make you think that Jesus was Middle Eastern. Now they say since he ain't, well, he wasn't white, but he was Middle Eastern. No. They want to separate Africa. They don't want nothing to Christ to do with dark-skinned people at all. Period. Read.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's where we come from, right there, Jerusalem, in North Africa, right? The world called today Middle Eastern. It wasn't no Middle Eastern. That's a new term on the earth,
That's right.
right? Remember, when Christ was a baby, they walked to Egypt. They walked there. And for him to hide there as a baby, he had to be what color? He had to be black. You think you're going to take a white baby to Egypt and hide? No, it doesn't work like that. We have been deceived. Give me that Psalms 83. Psalms 83, verse 3. Psalms 83. Y'all understand who y'all are according to the Bible? You're Israelites according to the Bible. Let's go back to let's go Deuteronomy 1 right quick. Deuteronomy 1. Deuteronomy 1. Let's get nationality right quick. Let's teach nationality who we are according to the Bible. Hey, bro, you know you're Israelite according to the Bible? You ever heard that before? What do you call yourself? Jamaican? All right, watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So this is Moses talking to the Israelites. They had just left out of Egypt. Now he said, this is the audience. Moses is speaking to the Israelites. Remember, he didn't say Jamaicans. He didn't say African Americans, right? He didn't say Trinidadians. He said, what did he say? Israel. Give me Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Now he said, if you listen to me, Moses is telling the Israelites, if you listen to me, the Most High God is going to set you on high. Read.
Above all nations.
He's going to set you on high above all nations. Now, we look around right here in Kingston, Spanish Town. Now, do we listen to God? Do you think we listen to God? Are we above all nations right now, or are we at the bottom of all nations right now? We at the bottom. It don't matter where we go. If I go to Jamaica, if I go to America, if I go to Africa, if I go to India, if I go to China, if I go to Russia, we at the bottom everywhere we go. Because why? We didn't want to listen to God. These people right here gonna have, that's what all these people gonna have in common. They're gonna be at the bottom of society. Give me 28:15.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, my God.
It's just like this, just like your kids. You got children? You have children? You got a mother and a father though, right? When you was young, when you did something bad, did your mom reward you or punish you? Punish. That's the same thing God doing to us. When we don't listen to God, he is going to punish us. This is a punishment. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Now, did it say do all his religions?
All his commandments.
He said you got to do all his commandments, not all his religions. Baptists, Christians, Catholic. No, it's not in the Bible. You can't find that in the Bible where God told us to be Baptist, Christian, Catholic, any of that. It said, hey, do my commandments. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now he said, if you don't do what I say, all these curses is going to come upon you. Now, when we look around, do you feel like we're cursed people? Because you said we're not blessed. We're at the bottom. So are we cursed? You don't think we cursed? All right, let's see. Give me 32.
Deuteronomy 28.
No, go next 16.
Verse 16.
Yes.
The reason why I say we are at the bottom because when them say you follow the commandments, God will lift your eyes. So
Right.
they say, you just say, as the Israelites,
Right.
when the person God he might lift them up high unless them follow the commandments. So here we have to lift up for follow God.
Right, but right now, if we look at the state of our people, we don't follow what God say. We have sex outside of marriage. We do drugs. We kill. We hate our brothers. That's not doing what God say. Because why? We're gonna stay at the bottom until we understand who we are, right?
That's why they're teaching that for more.
Read. 16.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Now Moses is telling the Israelites thousands of years before this happened. He said, hey, you're going to be cursed in the city. Right here in South Spanish Town, Kingston, what is it? Alpha Tree. You're going to be cursed in Alpha Tree. It don't matter where you at, you're going to be cursed. If you in America, you're going to be cursed. If you overseas in Africa, you're going to be cursed as a people. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
He said we're going to be cursed in the field, in the cotton field, in the sugar plantation field. We're going to be cursed because why? We had to work that labor for free, right? Cursed. 32.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Moses said, hey, your sons and your daughters, when we were slaves, he said, those slave masters are going to take your sons and a daughter. He said, they're going to be given unto other people. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
When we were slaves, could we enjoy our babies, our children? We could not enjoy our children. Our women would have babies. They would take the baby and give them to another slave master. And our mothers would cry and long for those kids all the day long. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
He said, we're not going to have no might in our hand because why? We destroyed. We don't have no military might. We don't make no laws. We don't have no political might to get those kids back. Right now today, in America, they have this thing called, if you treating your child bad, the government can come and take your kids. Right now today, in America. Same way, if you abusing your children, they can come and take your kids away from your house. It's the same thing then, it's the same thing right now today.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not.
It said, hey, think about this. Is Jamaica rich in minerals, bauxite? What else we got here? fruits, vegetables, all type of good. This is a rich land. Rich, right? Jamaica is rich. Now, do Jamaica import, do the people reap the benefits of the exports of Jamaica? No, huh? No, who reap the benefits of it? Who reap the benefits of it? The government is controlled by who? Because when I look up on those hills, it's the white man, the Chinese man. They here in Jamaica taking all the resources out, making money. But you right down here in the ghetto, you right down here on the street, you the one in poverty. How is that? You should be rich. All so-called Jamaicans should have plenty of money. All of y'all should have plenty of money. Right? You agree? Read that again.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
He said the nation that we know is not. We know that the Spaniard conquered here and the British conquered here, right? We didn't reap no benefit from all the money that they made. They went and built up their nations and they left Jamaica in poverty. Same way they're doing in Haiti. They say they do the same thing in Puerto Rico and the same thing in the Dominican Republic. The same thing. It's the same thing everywhere our people are, right? Give me 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now remember the thought. Who was Moses talking to? The Israelites. Remember, he wasn't talking to Jamaicans. It wasn't no such thing. He wasn't talking to the African Americans. It wasn't no such thing. This is way before that. He's talking to Israel, right? And when we read this, we can identify who these curses belong to. There's no other nation on this earth that this belongs to but us. I can identify with this. You can identify with this, right? When I read this about, dang, that did happen to our country. It happened to us in America, right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said the Lord shall bring us into Egypt again, meaning the Lord is going to bring us into slavery again. Remember, this is Moses talking to the Israelites. They had just left out of Egypt. He's like, hey, if you don't want to listen to God, he's going to put you back into slavery again. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did our people get to Jamaica? How did we get here? Ships. How did our people get to America? How did slaves get to America? Ships. Moses, think about this. Moses is telling these people this way before it happened. He said, hey, you don't want to listen to God? He's going to put you into slavery. This time, you're going to go on cargo slave ships. That's where you're going to go. Right. Read.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
He said you're going to be sold unto your friends?
Unto your enemies.
We got enemies. The Israelites have enemies. God said we're going to be sold. It's a place that had an auction block where we were sold as slaves to our enemies. Moses is telling these people this way before it happened. He said you're going to be sold to your enemies. Give me Baruch 4 and 6. Right quick, hold that. Watch this. I got something because a lot of people's like, why are we going to slavery? Why are we going to slavery? Why did God do us like that? For us to repent. Watch this. Baruch 4 verse 6.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. He was sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
God said you were sold to the other nations, but not to destroy you. It's not to destroy you, read.
But because he moved God to wrath.
Because what?
But because he moved God to wrath.
It said we moved God to wrath because why? We didn't want to listen to what God had to say. We wanted to follow the other nations. We wanted to be white. We wanted to put blonde hair in our hair. We want to marry the white woman.
Good.
That's where God said, you know what? If you want to do all that, you're going to go into slavery. You're going to serve them people. You're going to work Jamaican land. You're going to get all the minerals out of this land, and they going to reap the benefits off of it. And you're going to be at the bottom of the earth. You're going to be taking a cab and a bus to work, walking miles and miles to home. You're going to be doing that while they living up on the hill watching you do it.
Right, that's right.
Because why? We didn't want to listen to what God had to say. You understand? Go back to Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen,
For slave man,
and bondwomen,
enslaved woman. But you ought to know the other nations, our enemies, they try to separate the Jamaican man and the Jamaican woman. No, we all came over here together. We together.
Right.
We was one. We was on the slave ship together with our brothers and our sisters.
Right.
That's how we're gonna lead this place. We're gonna lead this place together,
Right.
but under God's laws, right? Not hoeing at our sisters, but in honorable marriage. We're gonna lead together. Read it again, the last part.
And there he shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
No man is gonna be able to save you out of this captivity that we in now. Nobody can save you out of this, what you in right now. You have to repent and turn back to God's laws. You understand that, brother? What you must do. What's your nationality now? Come here. Come up, man. Come on, bro. You my brother. Come here, man. Come on up here, bro. Come on. You my brother. You just learned something half of the people on the planet don't even know. You think about SpaceX and Nubaru and all that stuff. The secret is this. Knowing that you're an Israelite. That's the biggest secret that's kept from you right now. Now you just learned that. So, hey, what's your nationality according to the Bible? Come here.
Israelite.
That's right. That's right. You're an Israelite, man, from the mighty tribe of...
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example.